Hey everybody. It is Friday night, so we're going to have some fun, but we're also going to talk about a true life experience. It's about 10 to 6. So I made a little intro, and we're going to watch that first. Let people roll in because I'm coming on a few minutes live. Let them watch the commercials, whatever they got to do. Grab their cup of coffee. If you don't like music, this is your chance to go potty. Go potty. Go potty, get your drink, whatever. Let's hang out tonight and have a little bit of fun. Here we go.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, nah, 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 nah. Ooh, yeah. Rising up back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. With the distance now, I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. Each thing higher the tiger is the thrill of the fight. Rising up through the challenge of our rival. Nevertheless, no survivor stops his pain at night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Face to face, out in the heat, hands up, stand hungry. Let's stack the odds till we take to the street for the kill with the skill to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. Nevertheless, no survivor stops his prayer tonight. He's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Rising up, straight to the top. Have the guts, got the glory. With the distance now, I'm not gonna stop. Just a man and his will to survive. Sing it, it's a thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. Nevertheless, no survivor stops his pain tonight. He's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Yeah! Eye of the tiger. tiger. Yeah, yeah. I am the tiger. Oh, I am the tiger. Hey, 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 hey.
No volume. There we go. Now I have volume. Sorry about that. We got volume now. We got volume. Yes, maybe. No, maybe. It's Friday night, so what I said is I wanted to kick it off with something different, but I want to talk about something serious. On October 13th in 1972, there was a plane wreck. There was a bunch of I believe they were rugby players, right? And they were going um, over across the Andes Mountains, and they had a terrible plane wreck. And there was started out, I believe there was 26 or 27 of them, plus the pilots. Hey, Royal Linus. Hey, Tam Tam, Miss Needle. So, hey, Mimi's. So they were going to go over the mountains, and they went in and they ended up crashing, right? And they ended up crashing. And I thought this would be a good topic tonight because one, it's colder than cold out. It's like 16 degrees here or something. It's freezing in the Ozarks. It is freezing cold. Hey, she's a wildflower. Coffee first, then speak. R, hello. So, yes, this is the one where they ended up being cannibals to survive. And that's why I started it out with, the song that I started it out with. But it is a good movie. But for you that haven't seen it, right? We're going to watch a little snippet, and then we're going to talk about how to make your own microclimate. It wasn't alive. It was I can't remember the name of the movie. Dragonflies may know. Let me see. Let me make sure y'all can see it and everything. Let's pull it up on stage. There it is. So this is the actual team that was there, and pretty sad situation for sure. But this should teach us all something like that we could take from it. Not the eating people part, right? I don't want to get into that. But what I want to get into is how they survived it. -4 wind chill. Yeah, it's downright cold here. She's a wildflower. It is freezing. I can't find any of the cats. I think they're up underneath the cabin. But the movie was eye opening because I think that many times that one, you know, we don't give ourselves enough credit of the things that we'll do to survive. And I think that we all need to like really take into account what happened. And then also, yes, this is about the rugby team. Oh, well, it may be the same one. They cut up other passengers and passed. I'm not sure. Hello, George. I'm not sure if maybe there's more than one movie. But this was based on the true episode of what happened. Nope, it's not alive. It's something snow. Dragonflies might be able to look it up. It's something snow. Huh? Shoot, I think we watched it on Netflix. But the thing that I want to bring up is one, how to make a microclimate, two, how we can survive. I mean, I want to say that, like, I had a situation. There's four different movies of the same topic. Okay, let's watch the actual broadcast real briefly from ABC, and then we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about what we can do, and also let's not get into the people eating part. Okay, that's like, yeah. Hey, Caitlin. Um, it. I think that the thing that we need to take from this is one. I was driving from my mom's to my little farm, and she told me not to go back. She was like, "Just stay here the night." And I'm like, "No, no, no, I'm going to go." Society of the Snow is what this one is called. There it is. Society of the Snow. So the unknown knows. Hello, Lady Casket. Hello. So basically, I was driving back, and I've told this story a long time ago on Off the Wall Prepper, but I went around the corner and I hit black ice. I was in a F-150 and I shot off, went into the ditch, and it was like one of those eye-opening experiences where you go, "Holy smokes." And the crazy thing is when it slid me off the highway, there was a semi coming my way. So I missed the semi, go down in the ditch, and perfectly line up between two trees and a barbed wire fence in front of me. And I was like, whoa, holy crap. I didn't know if I could get out. My four-wheel drive vehicle did get me out, but this is the time of the year that, like right now in North Platte, Nebraska, there's a whiteout. They shut down I-70. And this is the time of the year that if you do have to be out and about, we better be prepared. So let's watch this, and then we'll come back on. I think it's about 5 minutes long or so. Yeah, it's about 5 minutes long. Here we go.
Survival fascinates people because people, they ask themselves, how would I react on a situation like this one? Would I find some special features in my character that would allow me to survive, or I would collapse and die? My name is Nando Parrado, and I was 21 years old when the crash happened in the Andes Mountains in 1972.
My name is Roberto Canesa. Before the crash, I was a second-year medical student, and now I have grandsons. They ask how Grandpa climbed the mountains to save his friends.
It was front page news across America. It was one of the galvanizing stories of the time.
Most of the boys were between 19, 21, 22. They shared a very common background. They were all from sort of a higher class Montevideo society.
Rugby is the kind of thing that bonds you tight to your team. It's like playing football without pads. There's huge collisions. It is a very violent and kind of brutal elemental sport.
They were going to fly over the Andes, play this exhibition. It was going to be fun, low pressure, just a vacation for all the boys. They were really excited about it. The mood on the airplane is great. It's a party atmosphere. Everyone's excited. They're literally throwing a rugby ball around.
I can recall my friend Panchito hitting me like, "Hey, Nando, look." I looked through the window and I saw these clouds, and mixed with the clouds at about 100 or 200 yards, I don't know, rocks and a mountain going by. So from that moment till the moment of impact, 2-3 seconds elapsed, not more than that.
In that moment, the engines were put to full power. We hit the mountains, and I couldn't believe that we were crashing. I realized that death was my next chapter.
So the accident occurred on Friday the 13th. On the Sunday, they saw 2 planes fly over, and one of them dipped its wings.
And they pass over the side of the crash, but they don't realize that they were there.
And so, yes, there are rescue missions, and they find nothing.
the first 10 days, it was like they would get a little square of chocolate or a little bit of cracker with a little bit of fish in it, and then a little capful of wine.
Hunger is the worst fear a human being can have, the most primal fear. Not knowing when you're going to eat again is horrible.
They realize we're going to die pretty quickly without food. The body can't survive very long without food.
You'll never understand the deep anxiety of hunger until you feel your body feeding upon itself. And you feel it. You're eating yourself, consuming yourself.
And the subject is raised about, well, if we're not rescued, what are we going to do about food?
The only thing we have there to eat was the bodies of our friends. So that's the difficult part, because they have a face and we saw them.
We start realizing it was the only way. If we want to live, we must eat the bodies. I could overcome all the taboo of thousands of years of civilization. But my body, when I started doing it, it refused it. It was very difficult.
Giving your life for your friend. There's nothing more beautiful than that.
It was so hard to eat the flesh of your friends, but very fast, very quick. You get used to it. And at last we just eat it like we were eating rice or chicken.
It would become the most talked about thing about their survival in late 1972. And I think to this day, they still sort of feel burned by the quality of the conversation around what they did. But there was no other way.
I can assure you, and everybody who's watching this documentary, that being on that place at that moment, on that plane crash, they would have done the same thing.
For more on their incredible story of survival and daring escape, you can watch Prisoners of the Snow right here on ABC Monday.
It sounds like there was a lot of movies based around this, this terrible, terrible situation. Now, I did put a video together to talk about some things about creating your own microclimate, ways and things that we should do. I think there's a little bit of music at the beginning, and then that's it. Let's see. I think I downloaded it the wrong way. I don't think I can stop it this way. That's the sucky part. But yep, I can't stop it. Darn it. Okay, let me see if I can present it a different way, because then y'all can hear it and see it and all that good stuff. Okay, yeah, I can. Hold on. Put it up like that. Because I think that, hold on, I'm going to fast forward. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to get to that part right there, and we're going to kind of talk about like what happens when your body drops in temperature. And have you ever noticed, folks, like when you're super, super cold, that literally all the hairs on your arm will stand up, maybe even the hair on your legs, because what'll happen is that actually your hairs are designed to protect you and to bring heat into your body. So that's something that we all need to be aware of. But the thing is when you're super, super cold, right? Say that you get stuck out in a blizzard. The first thing you should do is bunker down. You definitely should bunker down as soon as possible. If you can make a makeshift shelter, then you definitely want to. But if you're inside, right? Well, Tamara, thanks for the great words of wisdom. Leave it to Tam Tam to come up with, yes, definitely not the brown. Now, the yellow, you may want to go ahead and try it out just for flavoring and see how that works out for you. But like on a serious note, folks, if you get stuck out in the cold, or we have a power outage, or we have a cyber attack and the power goes down, right? We definitely want to know some of these things because sometimes it seems like it's repetitive, but when you really get into it and you think about how you can make a microclimate in your own home, that would be probably the real key to surviving a bad situation, right? Because you would be able to, first of all, me and Dragonflies always talk about this. Hey, Light Seeker, we always talk about this, like what room is the warmest? What room's the coldest? And those things are going to really come into play because if you have a room, for example, that loses, like we have one room that is super cold. So we already talked about it. Even though we have high ceilings, the living room would be our place of comfort, especially if the power out went out for an extended period of time. I think the longest we've had the power out was a couple days here, and I will tell you this much: like we haven't even lit up the fireplace yet. But I just told Dragonflies if the power goes out, I'll tell you what, the first thing we're going to do is light up the fireplace. And remember, aluminum cans can also cut down on the creosote. This is the kind of the time of the year that we all start kind of talking about winter preparedness. I think if you're actually stuck outside, you're going to try to stay dry and cover all your exposed body parts. And that's one thing I swore during that movie, right? The first time I watched it or maybe read about it, is that some of them got frostbite and lost fingertips and nose and ears and stuff. But on the one that we watched last night, they didn't really talk about that. But these guys look so beat up, so beat up. And I think that, it's really important. And people who are on blood thinners. Yeah, yeah, that's really true. Lightseeker, you have great music. I listen to all of it. Oh, I didn't know. I'll have to go check out Lightseeker's channel. Somebody drop Lightseeker's channel. That'd be cool. Drop her channel. But when there's like no shelter nearby, just what Royal Linus said, build that lean-to, windbreak, or snow cave for protection from the wind. And that, like when they had the avalanche, that was like a freaky part to me. Like when they had the avalanche and it all came in on them, they were all buried and they barely had ways to get out of there, which was like, whoa. And so the one thing that I noticed during the movie that I was paying attention to, other than what was going on, is one of their survival ways is they actually had a little piece of metal, they bent it up, they had the snow, they put the snow in there and had it running down into a bottle for drinking water that all of them were sharing. Definitely don't bite into the snow and think that that's going to hydrate you because it's going to screw you up. That's for sure. We all took empty rooms and our kitchen is open. I wish we had room service. Wow, Rick, you have a colder room too. Like what room in the house is warmer, what room's colder, and then you can always use blankets and things like that. The other thing that I noticed during the movie, right? The thing I noticed was how they all bunkered together, right? They bunkered together. They actually, I mean, they snuggled up because they were freezing to death. But I also noticed that they were punching each other. The guys were punching each other to keep each other awake because if they would have fell asleep, they probably would have died. So from time to time you want to move your arms, your legs, your fingers, your toes, everything to keep the blood circulating, and that will also help you from getting frostbite. But the over exertion also, so you have to like balance it because you don't want to go over exertion, then you'll really be screwed up, and if you don't move at all, then you'll probably perish. So there's a couple things to think about. But I melted snow is okay to drink. Yes, it is. It is. It is okay. But you got to melt it first, Brandy. You definitely have to melt it first. Because what would happen is if you didn't let the sun melt it from everything I've read, is it lowers your body temperature too quickly, and then that's when you get screwed up. That's a good idea too, Kentucky. Use road flares to melt snow. Also, getting out in the sun as soon as possible, even if you are underground or in an avalanche situation. That's for sure. Oh, wow. So that makes it hard too. That makes it hard. Yeah. Oh, there's light seekers. No content though. So that's you definitely want to do that. Ooh, somebody's just talking about me or something. I got a ringing. But I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting subject, especially after watching that. 70. Uh, well, thank you for telling us. Uh, this goes into hypothermia, and I've told that story before when we went out on the boat and my friend was in the water and started to get hypothermia, and then I did, right? Because I actually tied the ski rope to my wrist because I thought I was going to drown. So, it'll happen very, very quickly. And that's one thing that we all need to be on point about is hypothermia can happen really quick. And if you're sweating too much, you're going to get chilled and then you're going to get hypothermia as well. So you definitely always want to have dry clothes with you at possible. Even right now with your vehicle, I would say definitely have a bag of clothes, anything like that. But when we're talking about microclimates, I want to talk about this a little bit because, we can't go out and put a microclimate around our property, but we can have a microclimate inside. And when I say that, you could do a lot of different things. One, you can hang blankets and things like that on the window, keep your blinds closed. You could close off rooms to avoid wasting or losing heat, which is really important. And also, you could even take rags or towels or whatever and put them in the cracks of doors. We've actually done it. Snuggle up together. There you go, dragonflies. That's a great idea. Now I gotta go, y'all. She wants to snuggle. Yeah, and tarps, anything. If it gets that cold, definitely use tarps, bubble wrap, plastic, the heavy plastic wrap, anything. One thing that you definitely want to avoid, even if we have a power outage, is alcohol and caffeine. Definitely stay away from the alcohol and the caffeine. That's sure could get you in a mess. Tents indoors, exactly. Block off your rooms, make a game so that the kids are having fun. Exactly, Kentucky survival. That's the next thing I was going to talk about is also the blankets. The blankets that you use that people say, well, they don't work, blah blah blah. Well, they do work, and they definitely would add a layer of protection inside your home. But tents indoors, sleeping bags, things like that, anything that you can do will definitely help and minimize opening your doors. Pick a room and just work to stay right there. That's like one big thing. Yeah, let me see. So this is just some tips if you get stuck out in a blizzard. All right, Lady Casca. Okay, but I think that the big thing is that when one of these situations happen, we definitely want to be alert and aware and have a plan and have like the plan just to know that like this is what we're going to do. We're just going to do this, and we already have that plan intact. I think a lot of times we talk about stuff, but when people say, "Well, do you have this or do you have that?" People go, "No, I don't have that." And then that's where you're like screwed, blued, and tattooed. If we have an EMP or something like that where it takes down the power, imagine what would happen to our elders and other people if they were stuck in a really bad situation. Hey, surviving behind liberal lines. Nice to see you. Yeah, window blankets. What we have, Royal Linus, is we actually have the blackout curtains and they're good because in the summer, they keep the cool in the winter, they do the opposite. The other thing that I just did for the cats today is I took foam board and cardboard. We have a bunch of packaging boxes, right? And so I took those and I wrapped around a chair and I put cardboard and foam board to build that up, because the last thing you want your animals to do too is to get wet or cold and then be stuck and end up tearing their fur and hurting themselves. So I did that today. I've been kind of building it up, and I was hoping to get their cat house before this happened, because that has like an electric blanket inside of it for the cats. But an electric blanket, Miss Needle. Do you have an electric blanket, Miss Needle? Who has an electric blanket in the chat? Hit a one. Um, we did when we were on the RV, but we don't anymore. Uh, I realize that you got to be really safe with electric blankets, but the stones, folks. What are the stones called? Dragonflies. We were just talking about this. And you said, how would you use those? Yeah, river stones, right? If you have river stones, you can take river stones and you can warm them up over a fireplace, an outdoor grill, whatever, right? And then wrap them in a towel like our ancestors used to do. And then you have an electric fireplace and heating pad. Well, electric fireplace don't help if the power goes down, Lady Casca. Just saying. We did have one. We got rid of it this year. I don't have an electric blanket. They're too expensive to run. But you could take those river stones, and what our ancestors used to do is they used to heat them up and then they'd wrap them in a towel or a blanket. You got to be super careful so you don't burn yourself. But then you could put them at your feet or inside your blanket, and it's going to get your bed nice and toasty. Yeah, well, and the thing about running a car, and I talked about this before, Kentucky, is make sure that your tailpipe is not covered, right? Make sure your tailpipe's not covered, because if your tailpipe's covered, you're in big trouble, right? I mean, like seriously, you'll have carbon monoxide poisoning, and that there you go. Stone's really great in a sleeping bag. Oh, I bet you they were really, because all your heat is encapsulated in that sleeping bag. So that's true, Light Seeker. That would be a great way to even keep warmer. Old fashioned bed warmer. I think they're river rocks. I think that that's what they said they were, Rick. I swear they said river rocks. I mean, you wouldn't want to. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that that's what they said. I'm pretty sure it's river rocks. I don't know any other kind of stones that would hold heat in like that. But you could also use fireplace bricks. Fireplace bricks do the same thing, but they're going to get super hot. You could use any rocks, but you just got to be careful of what you're doing, right? And I mean, honestly, I think of course you want to be careful doing anything. It's just like when I made that little stove right out on the deck, and somebody said to me, "Do you know that somebody's going to go and make that on their carpet?" And I was thinking, if you're that dumb, if you're that much of a dumbass that you're going to go make a stove on your carpet and catch your place on fire and try to hold me liable, well, then maybe you should pull your head out of your ass. I mean, like seriously, I'm just saying, people. A kitchen pan holder. Interesting, Miss Needle, but it's not all of them. It's not all of them. So make sure nobody puts a banana in your tailpipe. Well, SBLL, thank you for the words. That's interesting that that came up, but I'll have to look it up. But I swear on the bushcrafting that that is what it said. I need another cup of coffee, speaking of coffee, folks. But I swear that's what it said. It said river stones. But we have a big stone that we use to prop open a door. It's also a great little device if you need to smack someone down. And I don't think it's a river stone. I think it's just, I don't know, just damn rock. That would be very interesting to look at. But the fireplace bricks is what I would use. I would use a fireplace brick. Our ancestors did it. And, I guess we're a lot smarter than our ancestors were. Maybe. Maybe. We're a lot lazier than they were. But I think that, you know, I think with anything we have to do our due diligence and look around at the options and stuff. I know the fireplace bricks don't cost that much. I think they're like $4 or $5 or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Lady Casca. What was that, Dragonflies? Well, I think anything could blow. Anything could explode if you put it under too much heat. But we're not talking about, you know, I don't know. That's one of those things, folks. I know that I've read it time and time again that you could use them. But like I said, we have to do our due diligence. If you come on YouTube and you think everybody has the answer for you, and just because we make a suggestion that that's written in stone, joke, then then you're not doing your part, right? It takes each and every one of us to do our due diligence. It's just like with any news article, it's just like with anybody that tells you anything, right? Definitely do your due diligence. But what I'll show you is I would prefer to use these because I know you can put these in a fireplace, right? You can put these in a fireplace. Can y'all see it? You can put this in a fireplace. They're about 1 inch thick and they're about 8 or 9 inches, maybe 10 inches long. But the thing about these is that I know that they're made for extreme heat, but I also know that they hold in extreme heat. So, like, we have to do we have to do our research. We can definitely talk about things, but this is how baby booms happen. What, from being cold, Lady Casca? Yeah, if you're cold, well, never know what'll happen on a cold winter night. Uh, Kentucky. That's okay. I'm not going to go there. I think that the other thing that they were talking about is don't waste energy. I would really have to look into it about the stones. I know that they could explode, okay, but they were saying river, so I don't know. I guess we'll just go on from there, right? Babies are on the way. Thank you, Lady Casca. Is that really you in the picture? Oh, well, look at those new glasses. It's kind of like the people in Jamaica. What they tell me is if they have a TV, they don't have very many kids, and if they have no TV, they have lots of children. Same thing. We need more babies. That's right, because right now there's this situation going on that there's more illegals coming in than we have babies coming. So there's a problem, y'all. Everybody get busy. Tamara. Hey, Doug, what's going on, man? No, it's not really me. I found an AI program that made this with AI. Let me see. No, that is to you. That looks like you. Well, maybe the hair. I don't know. I think that the blizzard thing and the whiteout. How many of you have been out on the road and had a whiteout situation? That shit will put you on point real quick. Dragonflies. When we were in Nebraska, she was like, "Holy smokes!" We went to my cousin's for Christmas Eve, and on the way home, it was a whiteout. And she's like, "Aren't you going to pull over?" I'm like, "No, we're going to get home." And that was an eye-opening experience because I'll tell you what, yeah, she was like, "How can you even see?" I said, "I can't. All I can see is the line. I could see the center line." And so I just kept following it. And I took my time and we drove slow. And the funny thing was is the next day, right? The next day, we went out to try to get out of the driveway and the car just started sliding backwards and sideways. And Dragonflies is like, "You're gonna hit something," and I'm like, "I can't stop. There's no brakes." Yeah, trying to go up the driveway, it was just like slide backwards and sideways. It was crazy. It was crazy. I have my state ordered non-population. You wanted a house full. Hubby said no, no, no. After three, he was right. Well, Harvest Merry Moon, at least you listened. Maybe you did. Yeah, they do. I'll tell you what else causes a white knuckle. You want to know, Lady Casca? Is the first time I drove a 34-foot rig. I thought it was going to be the coolest thing ever, big Class A RV. And I got behind it, put it in reverse. No problem. I get out on the interstate and I was like, holy shit. There's like a semi and it seemed like it was within inches of me. And I was like, holy shit, this is scary. This is, yeah, it was like creepy, creepy. It was, I thought for sure I was going to get blown over. It was like, I could have reached out and touched him. Yeah. You've never seen a whiteout. Well, it's crazy because you literally can see maybe to the front of your car, but everything else is just freaking the lights don't do nothing, nothing helps, and you're trying to get to safety. It's like, yeah, there you go, Miss Needle. It's like driving. I give all semis plenty of room, then I yell at dickheads who don't. Well, Lady Casca, let them have it, baby. Let it rip, Lady Casca. We know, just let it out. We don't want you to hold back shit. We don't want you to hold back. I thought it was funny. Let it out, Lady Casca. Shoot. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It is. It's one of those things that you go, well, holy smoke shit. It really makes you get on point and makes you realize like how dangerous it is, and I don't think people really realize how freaking scary a whiteout is. That's the big thing. Hold on, I think I gotta play this for Lady Casca. I think I have to play this for Lady Casca. We're having fun tonight. We're talking preps, but we're also just hanging out. It's Friday night. I think that it's, one of those nights where we all need to get together and have some fun. Huga, you made it. You made it 1 hour, 43 minutes late, Huga. Like, come on, baby. So this goes out to Lady Casca. And Lady Casca, I'm mad at you anyway, though you didn't come sing for my birthday. Hey, Sherry, what's up? So this goes out to Lady Casca, the one, the only Lady Casca. We love her. Somebody's got to love her. We'll love her. Everybody love Lady Casca. So we're gonna do this for, well, and there's a few others that like this song too. But I thought it's Friday night. I didn't work. I played hooky all day. My eye hurt. That was a good excuse. Go.
Jack, get down, turn around, go to town. The boot scootin' boogie. Out in the country past the silhouette sign, there's a honky tonk near the county line. The joint starts jumping every night when the sun goes down. They got whiskey, women, music and smoke. It's where all the cowboys go to the boot scootin' boogie. Yeah, I got a good job, I work hard for my money. When it's quitting time, I hit the door running. I fire up my pickup truck to let the horses run. I go flying down that highway to that highway, stuck out in the woods to do the boot scootin' boogie. Yeah, heel toe, do-si do. Come on, baby, let's go boot scoot. Oh, Cadillac, blackjack, baby, meet me out back. We're gonna boogie. Oh, get down, turn around, go to town, the boot scootin' boogie. The bartender asked me, say, son, what'll it be? I want a shot of that red and yonder looking at me. The dance floor is hot and it's hotter than the 4th of July. I see outlaws and laws, crooks and straights, all out making a shake when the boot scootin' boogie. Yeah, heel toe, dorsey toe. Come on, baby, let's go. Boot scoot. Oh, Cadillac, blackjack, baby, meet me up back. We're gonna boogie. Oh, get down, turn around, go down the boot scootin' boogie. Yeah, heel toe, dorsey toe. Come on, baby, let's go. Boot scoot. Oh, Cadillac, blackjack, baby, meet me up back. We're gonna boogie. Now get down, turn around, go down the boot scootin' boogie. Oh, get down, turn around, go down the boot scootin' boogie. Oh, get down, turn around, go down the boot scootin' boogie.
So, Lady Casca, I hope you like that. That went out to you. I hope everybody, took something from this tonight. I think the most important thing is that, we got to keep prepping. We got to keep doing the right things because I'll tell you what, you get stuck out in the snow and go through what these guys went through. Oh my goodness gracious. That's some scary crap for sure. And I think that, if we can learn from other people's, I hate to say it, their mistakes, right? One, I've always wondered about this because this is like the second time I watched this movie. I think it was called something different, right? But you're welcome, Lady Casca. Glad to see you back. Um, like, what do you have on your person? You know what I mean? That's a good question for each one of us. What do you carry on your person that you could use for survival if you really were stuck out in some bullshit? What do you carry? I mean, like, guys, what do you have in your pockets? Like, I always have a pocket knife. I usually have coins. I usually have my wallet, but and I have a lighter. But I was thinking about it, but our car's prepped out. How many of your cars are prepped out that you have preps in your car ready to roll, or in case of that dire emergency, right? Oh, Sherry, that's nice. She's just hungry. Cell phone. That's true. I know, right? People think four-wheel drives make them invincible. Ice, ice, ice. It doesn't matter. That's the truth, Huga. That's really the truth. Okay, so we usually do this every January, and there's a lot of new faces and stuff in the chat, a lot of new members, and I appreciate all that. I really do. Um, and whoever said about the tea bag, I don't know who it was. Who said about the tea bag today? The green tea bag. Was it Sparkle On? I don't know if she's here tonight, but it helped. It did help. So, Lady Casca, are you going to come up and sing for my late birthday? Huh? You always have a bag on you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I like it. I always have a bag on me with useful things, and I always make sure my family does too, and keep things in the car for SHTF situation. That's good. We all need to. You have a stuffed animal in your trunk. What are you going to do with that, Lady Casca? Cuddle? She's going to snuggle with the stuffed animal. At least you're prepared. You won't be lonely. So no, what I started to say is I was asking if you were going to come up and sing, Lady Casca. So, wet heat on your eye. Yes, I have been. I've been doing a tea bag, and I also have been doing a warm washcloth, like a compress. So it's way better. It's way better. It's at least it's not. It looks like your puppy. Well, that makes you happy, right? I don't want to. There's too many people here. Lady Casca. Lady Casca, stop be Lady Casca, stop. There's too many people here. There's not enough. Oh my goodness. What's up, roaming prepper? Did you see the other live stream on OTWP report? I was having an audio issue, Pete, so I had to redo it. So, but it is up. If you, I should take that down off the community page because a lot of people see it, they hit the link, and then they're like, "Where's it at?" There was a major audio problem, so I made it unlisted. What's going on, Pete? You have a 4 foot 4x4 S10 currently back. Floorboards are survival. 2 boxes behind them. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But we need to have those things in our vehicles. It's not like something that you just want to do. It's like we need to do it. We have to do it, especially with all the cyber stuff I've been talking about and the reports that I've proven. Y'all, we need to be on point. Um, Stop it, Huga. 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 I did not get socked in the eye. Really, Huga? Oh, y'all are. No, I didn't. Huh? Well, can you go ahead and do that? Dragonfly's gonna punch me in the other eye. Could someone call 911, please? While I'm on the live stream, hurry, call 911. Just tell them we're somewhere in the Ozarks in the middle of a forest. They'll find us. Yeah, they probably won't. Oh, who needs underwear? Socks, maybe. Huh? Dragonflies. She's talking some stuff tonight. She is talking some stuff. Oh my goodness gracious. Y'all, I'm glad that you stopped in. I did postpone The Lost Ways. Bullied Dragonflies, teased her with food she can't have. Now Preppy has to pay for it because that's how I got a black eye. Y'all are a bunch of jerks, man. The tree ran out in front of you. Well, that's what it looks like. Jesus comedy. Mama Freddy's up in the house. Jesus crap. Pete, there a bunch of there's a bunch of bullshit going on in this chat. That's what. But I hope that you all really did take something from this tonight because when you think about the things that I know you do, Miss Needle, I love you too. Shit. Y'all, gosh dang, somebody somewhere. So as I started to say, quit making me get distracted. Be quiet a minute. Shh. Be quiet. Light Seeker, that is jacked up, some jacked up shit. I'm never coming on YouTube again without putting my teeth in. Damn it. See? Black eye and a missing tooth. Light Seeker, that's some crap, man. That oh, you're talking about Dragonfly's teeth. Maybe you can't see mine because I keep my lip down. Shit. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we all listen for 1 damn minute. Shit. Okay, so one, I postponed the Lost Ways 2 series until February because that's only a couple weeks away. Because I want to have time to really put it all together the way I want. I've been working on this series for a while. I want it to be the way I want, and I'm sometimes I'm over the top anal about it. Second of all, I know George. Everybody always wants to boo hoo, bunch of puff because she's brutal Bertha. Really, Dragonflies? Yeah, you're gonna be boo hooing. Oh my goodness. Well, shit. Here we go with some more bullshit in the chat. I think I'm going to take it out the same way I brought it in. I think I am. I think I'm going to take it out with the same way I brought it in tonight. I really like that song. And, well, and not only that, right? Y'all are a bunch of a-holes. This is not the freaking a-hole club. Brutal Bertha. Yeah, a bunch of BS. I mean, like, seriously. Oh, did y'all learn anything tonight? Did you like silence with no audio? Surviving behind liberal lines, can you like do something? Hip boots. Some bullshit waiters. I got my paddle over there. Have I tried Hyalurone eye drops? No, I don't even know what that is. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, I do. George, and you can kiss my ass, George. Really? I really do hope that y'all took something from the live stream because, like, seriously, I always try to have fun with y'all, but I also want us to stay on point. And if you missed it over on the OTWP report today, you need to go watch it. You need to go watch it because we are in a big whirl of bullshit. So you definitely need to go watch it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes. Yes, Huga. Get on point, baby. That's right. Learn to fly your drone in 18 degrees weather. That would be a good one. So we're going to take it on out, y'all. I will see you sometime this weekend. I'm not sure what day, I'm not sure where. Sure, I'll probably see you over at OTWP Report because I can report the news like 24/7 and it's just like nonstop. So you had to reschedule. Okay. Let's take it on out. Big prepper hugs to everybody and a smack upside your head. Quit being a puff puff marshmallow ass. Now we right. Here we go. We're gonna go on out, and I hope y'all enjoy this. This is the way we brought it in, and we're taking it on out the same way.
Rising north, back on the street. It's my time, suck my chances. Work the distance now, I'm back on my feet. Just a man in this world to survive. For so many times, it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the talons of our rival. And the last, no survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all every eye of the tiger. Face to face, out in the heat, hanging tall, staying hungry. Face like the odds, so we take to the street for the kill with the skill to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the talons of our rival. And the last, no survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's forcing us all with free eye of the tiger. Let's go! It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the talons of our rival. And the last, no survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's forcing us all every eye. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the talons of our rival.
Preppers. Make sure that you're prepping up, y'all. Be ready, be on point. don't give up and don't slow down because we all know that we really need to prep up. This is going to be a really bad cold front coming through, and I hope that everybody stays safe out there. If you have to go out on the roads, definitely have your shiznick together because you don't want to be screwed, blued, and tattooed on the road. God bless y'all from here in the Ozarks. Until I see you again, my friends, it'll probably be sometime tomorrow over on OTWP Report. Thank you for being here. Big, huge prepper hugs. I'm trying to find a new game that we can play on Sunday nights. So I'm trying to find a new game that I could put together that's like a prepping game. Hey, Danny, what's going on, man? Yeah. Oh, I better. Hey, Texas Red Leg, what's going on? Yeah, we got salt. Everybody stay prepped up, stay alert, and most of all, be safe out there. And instead of a big prepper hug, let's give you a poof upside your head. God bless you all. I'll see you soon. Take care.